Well, Frank, what is it? Mary said you wanted to see us and that it wouldn't wait.
That's right, Da. Thanks for coming up.
You're not sick, are you?
No, Ma, I'm fine.
Well, look, I mean, is it important? JP's down there with a room full of people all alone.
It's important, Da.
Well, Mary can help out if he gets into a jam. Is this a family conference? Should I get Dee?
She just went back to look at the baby, and she knows what I'm going to tell you anyway.
What's it all about?
Sit down, John.
I'm sorry I have to bring you into all this. You're going to be very disappointed in me, and I'm sorry about that, too. I'm afraid I've let you down.
You make it sound so serious, son.
It is serious, and it's all pretty much of my own making. There's some trouble coming.
Well, trouble's no stranger to this family. Frank will manage it.
It may not be that easy this time, Da.
Frank.
I just want you to know I'd give anything in the world not to have to tell you this.
Well, Frank, I don't understand. Tell us what?
This week,
Will you marry me?
they're making plans for the future.
We're forever Greenlee and nothing's gonna change that.
But does Ryan still have feelings for Madison?
You guys know each other?
I'm very lucky that I met her.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
You know how it is. You look in the mirror one day and you go, how am I going to lose this weight? eDiet's meal delivery from eDiets.com. It's the easiest, smartest, most delicious way to eat great and finally lose the weight. I know you're thinking, eat great and lose weight? Really? Really.
You'll love the food. There's no MSG, no fake sugars.
The food tastes fantastic.
It's awesome. Very delicious.
It tastes wonderful.
Call now or go to eDiets.com. Choose from over 100 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated diet food, but really delicious food. eDiets will deliver your favorite meals and snacks in a chill fresh container.
All you have to do is relax, enjoy, and eat great, all the way to slim.
I lost 115 pounds.
65 pounds.
25 pounds.
94 pounds.
Along the way, eDiets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians and trainers, and friends who care about your success.
They're there with you to hold your hand, and they really care.
Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
I've lost 30 pounds. All of a sudden, I find myself a changed person.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Millions of people have turned eDiets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call or go to eDiets.com and sign up for 7 full days of meals, 3 meals per day, fresh prepared just for you, plus snacks. So don't wait. Join eDiets. Eat great food and lose weight fast.
I believe that eDiets can change people's lives.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." That's just boosted my confidence a lot.
eDiets has changed my life forever.
Call to find out how you can get 1 week of meals absolutely free. That's right. 1 week of fresh prepared food, 1 week of weight loss, 1 week of success, free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-800-279-1604 or visit eDiets.com now.
Missed him by 2 inches.
2 inches was enough?
I mean, you almost killed us. Do you realize that?
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, darling. I'm the best driver you know, remember?
Okay, now stop the car. I mean, pull it over.
But we're just beginning to see what it can do.
Damn it, I said stop the car.
Bucky, will you stop yelling? Now let me alone.
Okay, easy now. Now put your foot on the brake. Okay, now complete stop. What are you trying to do? I mean, a new car on a bad road, and you were doing over 100. Were you trying to kill us?
Of course not.
Well, it sure felt like it to me.
Why did you give me the car if you didn't want me to drive it?
Well, I didn't think you were going to try to kill yourself with it. And take me with you.
I was in control until you took the keys.
That's the only thing I could do to stop you.
I knew what I was doing. I've driven good cars well all my life. I love speed. I love to control speed.
Look, now I've driven with you hundreds of times, and we've driven fast, but I've never been frightened before. No, I mean, what you did just now was entirely different, and I don't get it. What is it now? I mean, look, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Come on, talk to me. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't want to be afraid.
Dying?
I guess.
Are you afraid?
Yes. It wasn't real before, Bucky. It is now. Just before I left the hospital, Ed Coleridge was trying to reassure me about the other aneurysm. He said there was no reason I'd had to go, that I could live for another 50 years. And I laughed. I couldn't help it. Theoretically, he may be right. Personally, I know better. I know I'm going to die. It's just around the corner, only I don't know which corner, and I can't control it.
You can't control the aneurysm, but you can control a speeding car on an open road, is that it?
Maybe.
I wish you didn't have to do that. I mean, that's awful.
I wish I didn't have to die.
You know, I meant the car to take you in the exact opposite direction of all this. I meant it as a celebration.
I know.
I don't know what to say to you. I'm not the one that has to face it, so I don't see how I can tell you that you're wasting your time being mad. I mean, I don't want to watch you testing yourself and playing games, but that's for me, not for you. But if you have to do it, don't do it in this car, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, look, I think we better get you home. You want me to drive?
No, you can trust me.
Let me go back to the beginning. I guess it won't come as any great surprise to you that Delia and I haven't been very happy together. Our marriage, well, let's say the honeymoon didn't last very long. After the first few months, it seemed to me that every day we were growing farther and farther apart instead of closer together. I'm not blaming Dee.
Well, let's hope that there won't be anyone to blame.
Anyway, by the time I started law school, we weren't doing much more than making the best of things.
Huh. And she never said a word.
Then, Jill Coleridge turned up as one of my professors. We began talking law after class.
Oh, no.
Yes. Once we sat up all night long in the car just talking and saw the sun come up. It wasn't long after that I knew I was in love with her.
Oh, no.
Right, let me get one thing perfectly straight. Frank, you're saying you were in love with Jill Coleridge 3 years ago.
I've been in love with her ever since, Da. And we've been seeing each other.
Oh.
For the last 3 years?
No. Well, we broke off when Dee got pregnant, and I made a real effort to work things out at home. But it wasn't much good. And a few months after the baby came, things started up again.
Oh, things don't start up by themselves, Frank. You mean you started them up again?
John.
That's right, Da, you're right.
Well, does Delia know?
Yes, she does, Ma.
No wonder. No wonder she's been coming off the wall these last months.
Does anybody else know?
Just Mary and one other person.
Well, at least we're not the last. Frank, what about your marriage? What about little John? Have you thought about that?
I'm not sure I have a marriage anymore, Da.
Oh.
And would you mind telling me what you mean by that?
I mean, is it any good for little John to grow up in a house where his parents don't love each other? Where one of them is angry all the time and the other is miserable?
Isn't it a little late to be talking like that, Frank?
And are you sure that the love is gone? I mean, are you absolutely sure of that, Frank?
Mom, there's more to it than this. You'd better let me finish.
All this time, never a word.
Last summer, a person I know found out about me and Jill. He was in some trouble of his own, and he asked me to lend him some money, in return for which he wouldn't say anything about us.
Lend him some money? What kind of a loan is that?
Well, he's paid some of it back, but I know to most people it sounds like blackmail.
Oh.
Exactly how much money was involved, Frank?
$6,500, Da.
Well, there's a lot here that we haven't been knowing, isn't there?
That's why I couldn't put in the insurance claim. Because while I was still unconscious, the person came by the emergency room and got the money.
Look, Frank, I know I've always taught you to look after yourself, but why didn't you come to us? It didn't have to go this far.
There's more, Da. Nick Szabo found out that I was hiding something, and he had one of his people work over the person who knew about us. And that person told. Now Nick knows, and he's threatened to expose the whole situation to everyone in Riverside if I don't look the other way while he forces the tenants out of those 5 old buildings. He's made me an offer he says I can't refuse.
Well, I hope you told him what he could do with it.
Yeah. At least I did that.
And Frank, what about Delia? And what about the baby?
I don't know yet, Mom.
Frank.
I'm going to do the best I can. I'm trying to work it out.
Look, Frank, wouldn't it be better if you told us the whole story, huh?
I think I have, Da.
No, you haven't. You've carefully not told us who the person was that you lent that $6,500 to.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Yes, it matters. I want to know who the person is who's been blackmailing my son. It matters to me. Well, who was it, Frank?
Roger Coleridge.
Oh, no, not Roger.
But he saved your life? That night you had your accident?
He's a better doctor than he is a gambler. He owed Nick a lot of money. I don't blame Roger for what's happened. It's my fault. First for loving Jill and then for wanting to go on loving her.
There's just one thing I don't understand, Frank.
Yeah?
Why did you let it go on so long? Why didn't you stop it when it was just beginning?
So charming, so irresistible, so damn hot.
So damn hot.
A special Hot Guys of ABC Daytime. Catch fan-favorite episodes of All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital.
I'm much needed eye candy.
Plus, you'll want to hear what they've got to say about women.
I prefer women asking me out.
But mostly, you're just gonna want to watch.
Yeah. You're so bad. You have no idea.
The Hot Guys of ABC Daytime. Wednesday on ABC. Wednesday night starting at 8 on SoapNet.
Why settle for plain bread when you can have Pillsbury Grand's Flaky Layers biscuits? The warm, light, delicate layers are like nothing else. Add a layer of excitement to your next meal.
Discover the feeling in every one of our Dove Go Fresh deodorants, now with our freshest ever fragrances and all-day protection. Now go fresh anytime, everywhere, with our matching freshest ever body mists. Go Fresh. Discover what's happened to freshness.
Discover something new.
Your soup and sandwich combo. Enjoy.
For when you want your favorite cafe to be your own kitchen. New Stouffer's stuffed melts and soups like creamy tomato bisque, served with a 3 cheese and ham stuffed melt. 2 cafe favorites now in one package. New from Stouffer's.
People are talking about General Hospital's Jason Morgan. Nicole Lachelle Alvarez posted on Facebook, "I love Jason." Candace Prophet says, "How I love you. Let me count the ways." Linda Lair Cox says, "Hot, hot, hot. Who doesn't love bad boys?" And Melissa Russell Gray adds, "My absolute favorite character ever. What a sexy man." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
She has to be watched that way. She's not suicidal, I know that. The whole point is she wants to live. She's trying to prove she doesn't have to die.
By doing all kinds of dangerous things, then walking away from them.
You know, she's gonna hurt herself if she keeps it up.
Oh, boy. Bucky, I'm glad you were with her tonight.
Yeah, well, who's gonna be with her next time? Huh? Hey, look, I better go now. See what you can do.
I'll try.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, well, I got an early call tomorrow.
Bucky, thank you for the car. It was a lovely present, and I do understand what you meant by it. And I'm sorry about tonight.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Good night, Bucky. Thanks.
Yeah, Seneca.
Did Bucky tell you what I did?
Yeah.
Am I losing my mind?
No, I don't think so.
I know I was taking a terrible chance, but I felt very calm and perfectly safe.
You weren't. Neither was Bucky.
I wasn't trying to kill either one of us, you know.
I understand that. So does he.
I'm sorry he was with me.
I'm not.
How much chance do you think there is that the other aneurysm won't go?
I haven't discussed it with you, no, because there's really no way to guess.
It could hold.
Yes?
It won't. I know that. And I'm not being morbid. I get more angry every day.
Is there anything I can do?
Oh, you've already done it, my darling. You've made me care. I had it all reduced to a nice biological act. It was all very defined and rational. I had my work and X hours to accomplish it and a small, organized life left to live. I was going to be very efficient about my dying. I was afraid. Not of death, but of you. I was afraid of caring, and I was right to be afraid. Because it hurts now, and there's no getting away from it. Everything I see, everything I touch is one more thing to lose. And there you are, at the center of it all. I love you. I never stopped loving you.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the young and the restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, just before he hosts the Academy Awards, critically acclaimed actor James Franco returns to wreak havoc in Port Charles.
I'm a whack job, ask anyone.
Carrie Payton is now on staff at General Hospital as Dr. Terrell Jackson.
So it seems.
House hunter Suzanne Wang is Carol Chang, wedding planner.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And on One Life to Live, General Hospital's Ted King is moving to Landview.
Quick.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
We're at Cousin Everett's Blueberry Farm to talk about our blueberry juice drinks.
They're made with my sweet ripe blueberry, so they're good for you. Tastes real good, too.
Let's whip up a sample. Or just try this.
Shampoo sucking the life out of your color? Try new Color Shield from Garnier Fructis. With grapeseed and acai berry, it prevents dryness, protects color. It's proven. Keep color brilliant, hair silky, even after 45 washes. New Fructis Color Shield.
Too many holiday treats? Take the Special K Challenge with so many ways to lose up to 6 pounds in 2 weeks. What will you gain when you lose? Get started at specialk.com.
This week,
will you marry me?
They're making plans for the future.
We're forever Greenlee, and nothing's gonna change that.
But does Ryan still have feelings for Madison?
You guys know each other?
I'm very lucky that I met her.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. This week, 2 big surprises. Will her father's blessing?
Life is short. Give him a shot. Go ahead.
Bring Star back to James.
My dad was right. I love you.
And Blair's getting a new man in her life.
You are even more beautiful in person.
Ted King comes to One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
15 Seconds with Gina Tognoni.
My days off, I love to read. It's a way for me to kind of get away and be quiet. I really enjoy reading whatever's hot, and even just spiritual or metaphysical books. I love that kind of stuff.
Catch Gina Tognoni and One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
This Sunday, relive the moments that changed Erica's life forever.
Everything that you've taught me, it's made me braver.
SoapNet's Being Erica Catch-Up Marathon.
It's good to be back.
Don't miss the surprises.
Everything is so intense when you're 17.
The heartache.
No amount of talking is gonna fix it.
The drama.
This therapy has been the craziest experience that I have ever had.
It all leads up to the shocking new season premiere.
Where have you been?
It's time, Erica. The Being Erica Catch-Up Marathon. This Sunday from 3 to 7, only on SoapNet.
Three years, Frank. How could you let it go on like that?
I think because all my life I'd heard that loving one special person was the single most important thing that could happen to you. And unfortunately, it happened to me with Jill instead of with Delia.
One way or another, couldn't you have seen this was going to happen?
First, I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to hurt Dee, you see.
It's a funny way of showing it.
And then, when she got pregnant, how could I tell her then?
And after the baby came, didn't that make you want to hold things together? It's not always easy, Frank.
I wanted to hold things together, Ma. I wanted to make Delia happy and to be happy myself. I wanted to give little John a good home, but wanting it didn't make it happen.
Frank, 3 years? How could you let it go on that long?
Frank.
It was much more than that.
Of course, you going to school, learning and growing, and Dee staying the same.
Yes, that too.
But if you'd said something to her, I mean, if you'd been honest with her from the beginning, wouldn't that have been better for everyone?
I think I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But the biggest was marrying Delia with the idea that I could help her, that I could change her, make her into a different person.
I still don't understand how you could let it go on that long.
In the beginning, because part of me was hoping that the whole thing would pass, that Jill would get tired of me or that my feelings for her would gradually diminish. But...
Oh, Frank.
And then later, when I knew I did want to be with Jill, I decided to wait until after the election.
We? You mean you talked it over with her?
Yes, dozens of times.
Well, what did she say?
That she wants me to do what's best for me. And she's always said that right from the start.
And does she think that she is what's best for you?
I don't know, but I think so.
I've always been very fond of Jill. I mean, she's a lovely girl and clever. And I can understand how any man would feel that way about her. Particularly if she felt that way about him, but I can't help it. I keep thinking about Delia and the baby.
I know.
So, now it's all gonna come out. And you're gonna lose everything you've been fighting so hard for all these months.
That's the way it looks, Dob, but I want to fight.
Well, this isn't exactly the kind of behavior that inspires confidence in the voters, Frank.
If I can stay in office, I'll have a chance to redeem myself. I can do a good job. I can serve the community, and maybe that'll put things in perspective anyway, by the next election.
Well, at least you drew the line about giving in to Nick Szabo. I'm proud of you for that.
Right this minute, I'm not sure I'm proud of myself about anything.
No, you stood up to him. And backing off was something you probably could have gotten away with. That's on your side of the ledger, Frank. I'm not sure your political career is over. At least not yet.
Going fast, but not gone.
No matter how we feel in this house, we stand behind you, Frank.
Of course we do, son.
I'm not sure it'll make any difference having your family standing behind you, Frank, but we'll put up a good show for them.
Thanks, Doc.
If only... Well, I think I'll go down and see how JP's getting along. Frank, there isn't anything else, is there?
No, Doc.
Well, now that's a blessing anyway.
He's pretty disappointed, isn't he?
Well, he's your father. And he loves you. He would never have done what you've just done these last 3 years.
Why do you think I feel so bad?
Well, we're just going to have to see, aren't we? Right now, I want to talk to Delia. I haven't been as good to her as I might have been these last weeks. I thought she was behaving strangely. And now I understand why. I want to make things up with her.
Sure, Ma, of course.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.